everybody, welcome to Lacey's Place. I'm Lacey, and this is my place. Today I thought we could talk about my pond. I started digging this pond 6 months ago, and I thought that I would give an update. And for those of you that are new to my channel, I will leave a link in the description down below to the playlist, and you can follow along on how I built this pond. I have wild verbena and a variety of other wild species of plants that I have planted around the pond. I collected these, and I also collected the rocks. Right now I have about 22 goldfish in the pond and a bunch of apple snails. So let's take a look at some of the plants. This is a wild arrow plant. It is labeled as an invasive species because it puts off these runners. See it really well on this plant. And everywhere those runners touch, a new plant grows. Over here, I have yellow canna lilies. They're doing really good. And I also have water hyacinth, which is wild collected as well. I have wild purslane that's growing in random places as well. And I have border grass. Most of the colors around my pond are shades of purple and yellow. I have some lantana, which are the only two plants that I bought to go around the pond. I have one over there as well. And I would like to say most of you would think that my pond was dirty. And if you have a pond, you would also think that your pond was dirty as well, or the water isn't clear. But I would like to show you that down in the bottom, there is mulm growing. And if you'll take a closer look, the water is actually clear. So it's the mulm that gives the illusion that your water is brown or green or not clear, when in fact your water's clear, but maybe you have mulm growing in the bottom. My lantana just started blooming good, but my wild verbena has already bloomed out. It's in between blooms. That one's blooming a little bit better. It's usually covered in purple blooms, and this is about the 4th or 5th time it's bloomed. Most of you wouldn't recognize this wild verbena as a big beautiful plant like it is over here because of the way that it grows wild. I mean, it has such beautiful blooms on it. Little clusters of purple flowers. But normally, whenever you see it, it looks like this little piece over here. And you're not really sure if it's a weed or not, because it grows randomly all in the yard and gets cut by the grass. I also have purple queen. It has little purple blooms on it also when it's blooming. And when the light's not reflecting off of the pond, I can see all the way down to the bottom. Right there is one of the filters. I have DIY filters on the pond. I have 2 filters on this pond. One is right there on the frog, and the other one is the other end of the waterfall. I will also leave a link down in the description on how I made those. They cost me about $20 each to make, which isn't bad considering it's been keeping this water crystal clear, even though the mulm in the bottom makes it look a little brown. Also, if your water appears to be a little green, it's probably because of algae. And algae really isn't a bad thing in a pond. It helps filter the water. It helps take out the nitrates and converts into oxygen. So anytime your pond looks like this and you think you need a UV sterilizer or you think that something's wrong, just get you a glass and see what the water looks like. Come on, I'll show you what I'm talking about. See, I got my jar. I'm gonna fill it up and hold it up in the light. That's pretty clear. That's really clear water. So the brown on the bottom is mostly mulm, just like you would get in an aquarium. That pump over there that I've got running the waterfall is a 4,000 gallon an hour pump, and it is connected to my DIY trash can filter. And then the little frog over here is just a regular little pump you find in the pond section that's recommended for that frog. I think it's something like 25 gallons an hour or something like that. It is also hooked to a DIY trash can filter. But with the combination of the two, they keep this water crystal clear. So you can see the shelf over there. It's kind of hard to see with the reflection. You can see the sky and the clouds. But this little frog right here is a DIY fountain that we made. We drilled a hole in the mouth and on the side over there and just spliced into the waterfall pump and run a line just so it would be a little bit more of an aeration. But yeah, there you go, everybody. There's my pond. And like I said, I'm not done collecting rocks yet. That right there is about 3 or 4 carloads of rocks. And lately it's just been too hot to go collect more. And here's another sprig of that wild verbena. Like I said, most people find this to be an unattractive weed that they have growing in their lawn. But if you dig it up and water it and leave it alone, it grows into a beautiful bush and has some really beautiful flowers. I would like to take this time to thank each and every one of my supporters out there. We are up to 400 subscribers, and I appreciate every single one of you. If it weren't for you, I wouldn't be where I'm at now. If you have any questions or comments, leave them down in the comment section. I really enjoy reading your comments and giving you a quick comment back. And I'm glad y'all are following me on my fish keeping journey. This pond right here has been a fun one. By far one of the funnest ones that I have. It's roughly 3,000 gallons. And like always, guys, thanks for watching, and y'all have a wonderful day. Bye.